Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are in this great wide world. We are all here. We are started. It's been a month, guys. So we got Hexy with us, Ruff, and of course Nate. But before we get started, real quick, I just want to take a moment to recognize one of our war gamers we lost at the beginning of July. Judd Vance passed away. I think it was July 3rd, July 2nd or 3rd, something like that. This is the first time we got on. So I just want to take a minute and take a quick moment and for just a brief silence just to recognize him. He was a great guy, always commented great stuff on us. So let's give a moment of silence for him. All right. With that, it was unfortunate to hear about Judd. He was such a good guy. Always very positive. Loved his games. He did 30 solitaire games in 30 days one time, and some of them were not the short games either. So it was crazy. But it's been a while. I think we should.
I will say a quick thing about Judd is when I first got into the wargaming hobby, one of the initial games that I got was because I saw Judd on YouTube talking about France 1944 and how much he loved the game, and he helped Mark Herman with the new edition from Compass. And I'm like, I got to get it. And it's a great game. I know, Hexy, you've played the original.
Yep.
And it's a great game. And that was all due to watching Judd and seeing how Judd was excited about the game, and his excitement fed out onto me, and now I love it.
I just sent Judd just a few months ago. I sent him a Civil War game.
Oh, nice.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, he was such a good guy. I think I was doing some of my solitaire games, and it's like, oh, this is great. I got to do this one, or have fun with this one, or this. You might struggle here. So it was really, really good. It sucks that we miss him. He'll be missed by the community for sure. We already got one game system for Best of War games. Steve O says Blind Swords. Can't go wrong with that.
Now wait a minute. I have a question here. Okay, so the topic was Best Civil War games. Now I was thinking it was Best Roman Civil War games.
Oh, get out of here.
I'm gone.
I suck. Well, we've got some great people, loads of people in already.
Yep, definitely.
Awesome. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
I think I'm getting here. I think I'm getting to the
We've
bottom.
got some new peeps in. We've got Hertfordshire, lovely part of our beautiful country. And we've got a chap from, she was a chap from Tel Aviv. They're all over the place. It's international.
Yeah, it's right there, and it's being civilized.
I don't think it existed then, did it?
Wait a minute, you got that world that was turned sideways. Lean over that way.
Our topic is actually Best of War games, because if you are friends with me on Facebook, you would have seen that I took the boys, me and Sean and Alex, went to Gettysburg this last actually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We came back Thursday. I took the boys to check things out and to see some Civil War battlefield, and we had a great time. If I can highly recommend it, and I think Hexy, you would agree with me, get the car tour, the personal car tour. It's totally worth it. The only thing I wish I would have done the 3 hour instead of the 2 hour, because I felt a little cramped in that 3 hour, and we even kind of skipped Little Round Top because we spent so much time up there exploring it the night before.
But that's not a 1 day. I mean, you can do a 1 day tour there, but let me tell you, you could spend 3 days wandering around that place easily.
Oh yeah. Oh, so the one thing is I wanted to get to Culp's Hill, but it had got so hot on Wednesday that we did a few things in the morning, and that was about it. By the way, Devil's Den donuts, go for it. They are phenomenal. The donuts are like this big. They were like as big as my kids' heads. Like, they loved it. Recommend it very highly. They're only open Wednesday through Sunday, though. There's a lot of stuff that's only open Wednesday through Sunday. So I was like, oh,
And what day were you up there? Were you a weekday or a weekend?
Weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
That's
So-
let me tell you,
Yep.
Gettysburg's one of them places. One, unless you're a glutton for pain and punishment, don't go between July 1st and 4th.
Yep.
Mm.
2, stay away from holidays. 3, I prefer, if I'm going up there, it's going to be a Monday between Monday and Thursday. I am not going up there on a weekend.
Nope.
That
Which-
place is so packed most of the year.
Which,
The only-
speaking of, you're going to Gettysburg here pretty soon, correct?
19 October still is the plan.
And I believe Mark Herman's coming.
Yep, Mark Herman's going to be there. Me, Camp Sawyer, Ross is supposed to come in from Oklahoma, and there's quite a few people say they're going to be up there. Yeah, a little one-day kick around, have a little
Yeah.
fun. Tour guide Phil's going to be with us. Tony, that's who. If Boyce I would have known, I would have set you up with TGP because he's great at that stuff up there.
Yeah, I tell you what, the guy we had was perfect. He usually does 8th graders and the
nice.
8th grade tours and stuff. Last chance for victory, nice.
Yeah.
But the guys like so the boys are going right into 9th grade, which is kind of normal for Ohio to do a DC trip right after 8th grade because they do early American history in Ohio, 8th grade. And so they get a lot of people that are driving to DC. They stop in Gettysburg for a day or for a couple of hours, which is it's a sin to me. You got to spend more than a couple hours at Gettysburg. You don't get
Sure.
the feel. That battlefield is massive, just
Mhm.
massive. The cool thing was there was a social studies teacher symposium going on the same time. So everywhere we went, there were social studies teachers, and I was like, I would start talking to them. Oh yeah, dude, yeah. So we got talking on it. The boys were like, "Dad, are you going to nerd out the whole time?" I'm like, "Oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah." Yep. So
Tony, you changed your room too, didn't you?
no, I built shelves, is what I did.
Oh,
So I have all my GMT games, and then I have some DVG games. But yes, I built shelves so I could have. I've got some holes that I can fill as need be.
Yeah,
So-
you need some more naval games.
oh, wait, hold it. You said it now. You said
No,
it.
come on. No, don't.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, Oh, holy cow!
Thanks to Miroslav brought it to me in Harper's Ferry,
That's
and it's punched. Now I just need
Oh,
Ben
nice.
McMurray to get me to play it.
That's some random.
yeah.
You know what,
Damn you.
Hexy? Out of all of it, I think that would be the closest to something you would like because of the
Yeah.
time period, because
Right.
it's cannons
So,
and
yeah.
and stuff like that.
That's
so
cool.
But it's
yeah,
also a
that's
good
really
game.
fun.
It's a good game. Not many rules. It's good. You picked a good one there.
Now, Tony, you might like you would really like if I'm sure Hexy, you've been to it. There is an American Civil War museum right before you get into the Appomattox Park, the
You mean
battlefield.
Appomattox? You mean Appomattox?
Appomattox,
Stop
yes,
that.
that's
You
right.
stop that.
That's right.
Oh,
wait.
boy.
And
No, Hexy, they're having a go at me there. In a little
Oh,
way.
oh, I'm
They're-
sorry.
They're taking the Mickey out of poor old Ruff.
That's right.
It's your funny, weird
but-
names. that I
but
say
in the
phonetically.
in the museum, they have supposedly Robert E. Lee's uniform that he wore that day. They're on display. But then off to the side is this cabinet with a bunch of shelves on it, and you pull them out, and it's each of the Confederate flags that were surrendered that day. And they're all tattered up and torn, except the very bottom. You pull it out, and it's perfectly preserved because one soldier refused to give up the flag and stuffed it in his uniform.
Oh, wow.
And it survived all this time in pristine condition.
Now, here's a question, Nate, because believe it or not, I've never been to Appomattox, but
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
you should
never-
come. It's great.
the thing that I've always found interesting is that so when you think of Robert E. Lee and what we get to read and what details we get from books and story stuff, he's a monster of a man, but he was not a very large.
No,
Most of those guys were not. I mean, a lot of the Yankee boys sitting in the White House offices were, but most of the field generals were not very big.
They were big boys
Oh, yeah.
around, not big boys tall. They were around. It was funny
Yeah.
because one of the monuments there at Gettysburg has, and I think it was one of the Cav monuments. And Jeff, you might know better than me which it was, but it was a Cav, and it was actually a replica of the full size horse Cav off, on a horse with the soldier on it. and it's like actual full size. You know,
Was it up at
one-to-one.
McPherson's Ridge? Did you go to McPherson's Ridge?
Yeah, I think it was at McPherson's
Buford.
Ridge.
Probably Buford. I
Yeah.
think Buford's on a horse, or it's either him or
Well,
Reynolds. one of the two.
no. Reynolds is on the horse. That's the thing. Reynolds
Yeah.
is on the horse, and Buford is not.
Right.
Even
okay.
though Buford was a cavalry officer general, but it was had to do with ranks. And the boys learned that if you see somebody on a horse, it's because they were a general.
General,
That's all it was. But it was a
Didn't know that.
stone granite one, but it was actually full size. So the actual height of a standard Civil War soldier was 5'7".
Yeah, they weren't very big.
No, one of my boys is about 5'7".
Hey, but
Oh,
them boys could
very
out
athletic.
hump. Them boys could out hump any of us today.
Oh God, yeah, that's because all they did was physical labor back then. Yep.
Barry, I think you might be right.
We'll get him going here in a minute.
Well, you know what?
No, I'm doing that because that's comfortable. Yes, I know what you're saying there, Gaz. But you know, I could sit like this, or I could get a book out like I used to. Do you remember?
Yeah, well,
those
that's
days?
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Which,
So
which when we get to it, I have a book. I have a book that is good for both the 250th anniversary of the United States, as well as, you know, commemorating our relationship with the mother country. So
Oh, look forward to that. You know, in all seriousness, as you know, I don't know a great deal about it. I'm trying to get into it. Look.
I know.
Oh,
By the way, Ruff, I just did my unboxing of that one. I haven't done an unboxing in years, and I just did an unboxing. That thing is phenomenal.
Well,
that
so
box
is this. I know it's not what we're talking about, but so is this. This is terrible.
no.
Good grief.
Never forget.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
The wonderful people at GMT sent me
Thank
an
you,
extra
Charles.
copy.
Oh,
I'm going to give that away one day, but I'm going to do it. It's going to be a complete surprise because I'm not giving this thing away to somebody that's got it. I wanted to go in the hands of somebody that did not get it.
I love it. Yep. Yep.
I'm glad it's
So
over.
So was that all you've gotten, Ruff? I think you I saw a picture of you getting back from Spain, and it looks like the postman was quite busy.
Yes, you say these turned up. I had to make my boy didn't come with us. I had to make him stay in all day for the delivery man because I didn't want to miss it. What else did I get? I've got also Speed Kings from Thomas sent me the box set of that. I've done an unboxing of that, and there's the actual rules in it. That's for the first time. Spiral Bound, they're all catching on, you know. GMT started something off, and they're all catching on now. Lock and Load started that, didn't they?
Yeah.
With
Band of Brothers. You talking about Band of Brothers the games or Band of Brothers the series?
Probably the game.
That's a good game. That's my. You know what? That's my. I like that tactical system. I really do.
I have not gotten into that. I've been getting into the Last 100 Yards lately. Me and Mitch Land have been playing that and loving that, because you honestly don't know how things go until the turn's over with, because you don't do all the fire effects until the end. So it's kind of, it's a different system, which is cool. So yeah.
Well, I was excited.
Both. He says both.
I got this the other day. So
this is what annoys me with this tariff malarkey that's going on, you know, between China and the USA. We now get sent. I assume it's most of Europe as well as the UK. We get our stuff now sent direct from China.
Mm-hmm.
So again, this turned up, and everybody else has had it 2 months. So you know, it takes that long now for me to get the stuff. But I'm still doing unboxing. I don't care.
Sounds like you need to move to the United States.
Huh?
Sounds like you need to move to the United States.
Yeah, come on over.
Do you know what? If I wasn't old Ruff, I'd think, I'll give it a go. But you know, the way things are. But yeah, I'm not going to accept an old fart like me, are they? So,
all right, Jester. Enough with the hair jokes, or lack thereof hair jokes.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Jester. I appreciate that.
We're all three wearing glasses, and Nate's not.
Yeah, we're bald and blind. So
I did pick up the Eastern Front.
Yeah, I'm going to get that when everybody says it's good.
For one reason.
After Arnhem.
For one reason, it has a scenario generator in it, and it uses the old ones in volume 1 and 2 maps as well. So you can actually generate scenarios.
All right. So here's my question. So my
No,
favorite
you know how much
games
that is
from Compass.
You know how much was that, Tony?
I can't remember.
Karen's not around. It's okay.
Like 130.
Yeah, so 130, 40 quid over
It's
here.
a Compass
so,
game. It's a Compass game. They're
Yeah.
all
but
overpriced.
But 1 and 2 are great, really are.
I
Now,
can't.
Hexy, what were you going to say, Hexy?
So I'm not. I don't want to be. I don't want to be rude. So my favorite.
Come on! It's
type
not
of-
your show. You can be as rude as you want.
my favorite game from Compass was Greg Blanchett's stuff, and now he's moved to another publisher.
Legion. Yeah.
God, don't get me wrong. I mean, and I said it last night. We're talking to the guys. Their components are great, dude. I'm just not finding any Compass games that are up my alley. I mean, a couple of older ones like Russia Besieged and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Greg Blanchett's Victory in the West Up, it has moved to number 2 on my operational World War II systems.
Wow.
EFS is still number 1, but
I definitely want to. I have them both. I have Kharkov Battles and Fall Blau punched and clipped and ready. I want to play the whole grand campaign because it looks like such a great game.
Do you know what would be my first operational game?
Mark Herman, because he's played a lot with us recently, he talked me out of that. I mean, he didn't talk me out of it. I asked him straight up, because I want one, and he sent me the GBOA, and I've been playing that. And I asked him straight up, "Is this up my alley?" And he was pretty honest with me. He said, "No, I don't think it is because it's I guess it's got political stuff in it and things. And it's just not my." But now Ross is playing it, and he's playing it without those rules.
Makes it more strategic-y as well, doesn't it? It's a sort of crossover-y thing. But that's what piqued my interest, as I say in the old video, because of that, because of the politics and because of the magistrates and all this influencing things.
Yep.
So I might, good on Mark for telling it like it is. If he knows what sort of stuff you like, then
Well, because the one thing that I like, well, maybe it's because I'm a Roman junkie, so why I like Thunderbolt a lot. But I find the political system really cool because it determines your operational capabilities during that a set of turns. Because whoever is the consul, he's the one who gets to command the armies, or whoever the proconsuls are. And so if you have generals who don't win those quote unquote elections, then they can't lead the army. That might not be your best general. So you might end up with a total dud who now won command of the army, and you have to now use him. So there's always sort of this like randomness in the game that I find is really cool, but it's not for everyone.
Well, make sure you post, Nate, so I can get a
sure.
Because
we're actually,
I don't know. So, it's a good-looking game.
Well, listen, we got some news.
So
maybe
I was talking to Mitch Land, who did some of the play testing for Thunderbolt, and we're going to try to schedule a team game so you can jump in and check it out and see if it is for you. Mitch is a great guy. They actually played at his secret St. Louis convention.
Yes,
they actually played the second Punic War. They actually team gamed it. They did a 4 2v2.
That whole big 40-hour thing.
Yes, they got through I think about a quarter of it in like 4 days. So but yeah, no, so he'll be good. We'll get on there, and then you can just jump in and take a look and see what you think.
I'd like to see that because it just looks like a good game.
The poor souls will be teaching me because I've never played this system before. Nate's tweaking it around and everything, and Tony's played it, and obviously Mitch.
Well, I played Carthage, the original version of Carthage. There's a lot of it similar. To me, just some of the storylines are hilarious. You could actually sink several legions if you're going, because depending on how far you go, you have to roll for like certain events to happen, and you can literally have one of your boats like sink with all the legions on it, like gone. And it's just like, it's hilarious. Me and Kev had done a couple. We played it twice. I played it twice with Kev, and we had multiple times where our fleets were just gone. They
Yeah.
sunk. Something happened. So it was really a fun time with that.
There is
So,
some sort of crossovers, little bits, not much between GBOH and this, with like chit pull and leaders, and then when
Yeah.
they're finished, flip them over, that sort of thing. But I think that's where the similarity ends.
yeah. The other thing, the politics, though, I'll tell you what, Hexy, politics isn't as bad.
What does that
so-
mean, Hexy? The tri-state
The
accent. What's that?
DUG is in the house. I ain't seen Doug in so long. He good fella. Doug good fella.
No, Douglas. Yeah, the man that jumps out of perfectly good airplanes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, when you all are ready to do the GBACW, I'm going to tell you, since I know that hasn't been up your alley.
Well, I've got them. You see, I've got them.
And
It-
how
yeah.
how many inches of dust are on them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've played. Yes.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say it. This is coming out of my mouth. Play the simple rules.
Yeah. That's
I
that's
saw
what
that
I was looking
16
forward to.
pages.
Yep.
16
It's
pages.
great.
That's
It's
what
very,
I'm looking
very
forward to.
good.
So and then if that's okay, then I can upgrade to the full rules
Yes,
later
sir.
on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll tell you what, the full rules, even though it's 44 pages, it's not hard. It's just a lot.
It's a crunchy. It's got
It's
Well,
crunchy. They're not really that hard. It's just remembering a few things here and there. My
Well,
always
they-
issues was the command and the
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is, and it's tough. But now, with the passing of Bill Burns, Nathan, that did the simple rules, he's now overseeing both simple and the full rules.
okay.
And this guy is just Nathan's sharp as a tack. So I mean, he'll do a very
And-
good job with that.
And the thing is, again, every time they bring out a new version of this or a reprint, the full rules are the ones you should use because they've tweaked them. They
Yes,
tweak
the
them every time,
2026
don't they?
rules. Yes.
Yeah.
And the simple kit that's coming out. That's
Yeah,
what
I've
we'll call it.
got that for
Yeah,
these.
it's going to backlog a lot of the games, and then every game coming out ahead of that is going to have simple version and all
Yep.
of it.
I'm
And
gonna
tell you,
I'm gonna
if
I'm gonna
you wanna
pull
play
up
it,
the long. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the Long Street Attacks out of that box. Play that scenario with the simple because that's that's
Tony,
second day.
play the one that Todd's been playing when you first start with the simple, the lack of coordination. or the
Okay.
one of play that way. You're there's not a mass amount of formations on the board.
Okay, got it. Yeah, it's
just to get a
small
taste
number.
of what the simple
That's,
is. And
in
I'm
what-
here if
in
y'all
what-
want to do it.
what
Just let me
game?
know.
What game's that?
In the
That's
Gettysburg
3 days of
Pre-All.
getting
That's in the 3 days, is it?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Okay. Right.
yeah.
Good.
And Jeff, I was going to tell you that some of the political stuff that is frustrating with Thunderbolt, but is accurate, was the fact that you change your consoles every year or every 2 years as the Romans.
Yes, every-
Mhm.
So your leaders will change whether you want them to or not. You
Yep.
could have an awesome leader, and just about the time you're ready to use them, all of a sudden the elections come up and they are no longer the council anymore. You
Yeah,
have to
wow.
pull out because when you pull the councils, you got to leave the ones that are there because they didn't want them to get too powerful. So they
Mhm.
pulled them out of position. And that's why there was two councils at the same time. They didn't want
Yeah.
one man to get to aka Julius Caesar coming up and someone, actually
Did they sort of rule concur at the same time or one after the other?
Concurrently. Yep.
Mhm. One day one would rule, next day the other one would rule.
Oh, I
and
see.
they would
They don't rule for a year and then the other one takes over. It's like
No. They're both in the same year. It's just
Yeah.
when they're in command of the army, especially if they're together. So they're both consular armies. But like, I'll give you an example at the Battle of Cannae between Hannibal and the Romans, that both consular armies were there. And they both took turns having command of the entire army every other day.
that's a
And
bit-
so
isn't it?
what's interesting is that the guy who was in charge of the Roman army at the day that they fought Hannibal was the guy who made the wrong move. The other consul didn't want to give battle to Hannibal. And if they had gone with his advice, the Romans probably would have done a lot better. But instead, the other guy had charged the army, and they charged headlong in, and they all died.
That was it. Oh. See, that's
So-
what I find interesting. I say, don't know much about it, about the history, about, what goes on.
Yeah.
But that sort of thing, you think, God, this, you
Now-
start to organize something and suddenly they've gone and some new guys are coming,
Yeah.
and it's,
Now, I will say, to segue back, I looked at the simple rules for GBACW, and I was immensely comparing them, both the regular and the simple, and I was immensely impressed with how much of that is condensed into still a very fun, playable game. And I tell you what, if I don't know if they'll do it, but it would be awesome if GMT would actually refine the simple rules for GBOH to make them like that.
Yeah, because from what I understand, they don't translate from simple to full in that system. And I've had some people that I've almost wanted to reach through this freaking computer and grab by the throat and say that doesn't. People saying that this system doesn't translate, and it does. It very much so does in the GBACW stuff. I mean, you can't. Something about Nathan when you start to read these rules. There's a lot of times, and I guarantee every one of us and everybody in that chat right there, we get into something and we're like, oh, I wonder if this affects that. And we get in the rule book and you look in the rule book and there's no reference to it. Well, here's something about Nathan and his rule writing. If it's not in the rule book, it's not a rule. Don't overthink it. It's really not that hard.
Yep. Jester, it's a map of the Roman Empire, and it says never forget.
I think we have.
I'm really
just going to say about the GBOH simple rules. I never used them because people were saying that it's too simplified and it doesn't translate, and so that's why I use the full rules for GBOH. But GBACW is a different animal altogether.
Well, Mark Herman will even tell you that I don't think Mark's a very big fan of the simple for the GBOH for that series.
No, I thought, sorry, I'm going to learn just play, learn the full rules.
And honestly, GBOH, the full rules are not that bad anyway.
They're not.
They're really not.
I think that's why I didn't play it.
To this thing.
I think that's why I didn't play that for so long, because I kept hearing the horror stories about the rules. And then when I finally got it out and played it, I'm like,
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, what were they talking about? Kind of fun.
Well, that's good. That's good to know, because I still haven't taken it out yet.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it. I actually enjoy it. It's kind of fun.
And what you've got to realize, Nate, is that in Thunderbolt, even though you've zoomed right out, when those armies battle, it's
Well, David's got a good question. He says, being a solo player would be your favorite solo friendly. We can get into that, but I would honestly say GBACW is very solo friendly, especially with the simple rules. Anything with a chit pool is solo friendly to me. That's, to be honest with you, there's no hidden information. Pretty much everybody knows where they're at. But chip pool makes anything.
Any 2-player game with chip pool, counter pool, card pool, whatever that randomizes who goes next is great for. It's solo friendly.
And we've got so many systems right now in ACW that are chip pull between the GMT stuff and between Herman
Blind
stuff.
Sword,
Blind Swords. Yep.
Black Swan.
Yep.
The GBOH is similar to Men of Iron, but it's like the next step crunchier up.
Yeah.
I think the whole of America just heard that, whatever it was. Yeah.
Do the full rules. Yeah, just go with the full rules. Honestly, for the GBOH.
Yeah, persevere with them. It's not.
They're not that bad.
The one I found a little bit more difficult because of the command structure again was I think it's Julius Caesar, isn't it? Where they've got a slightly different command structure to the rest of GBOH. So
that activation in GBOH, that just amazes me. That can just screw your day up.
Yes.
Oh, yes. You trump somebody. If you're successful, you can trump somebody. Yeah. I love that though. That's where you take what kind of the solo gets taken out of it is the trumping. That's kind of what would be fun with. But
then, if you're playing on your own, you think, would he try and trump? Would the other player try and trump?
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, I think he would. So then you throw the die and see what happens. So you can get round it.
Yeah.
Good game solo. Good game solo. I very much so recommend that.
I've got it up here. Well, you can't see it, but it's up on the top shelves. It's still in shrink. I need to get that out. Like after going to the battlefield, I'm like, I still love my Fields of Fire and I still want to do that. But now I'm kind of going Civil War. Like I want to be back on the Gettysburg Plains and like,
who knows?
You see what happens when you go to Gettysburg?
Yep.
Yeah. Who knows with the simple rules?
Yeah, I pulled out my first Gettysburg first day from Revolution. Yeah, Blind Swords. I'm like, oh, this looks fun. I can get into this one because I know the rules. Like Blind Swords is like I've gotten that down pretty good with that. So yeah.
I was just going to say, with the simple rules in the Gettysburg, who knows? I may become a nerd.
Yeah.
Sark, I don't know about that.
I don't think you can.
I don't think you can, but it does seem like a neat idea.
That's what went. Do you know what? That's what went through my mind. Could you like what do you call it? Like RAF.
Yeah.
With, guys above Britain. Yeah. If you get a battle, do you then get your GBOH out?
Well, that's one of the things that I was. I'm super excited about with Thin Red Line Games' First Man in Rome is that you have the operational civil war between Caesar and Pompey, but then there's a tactical system where you can fight the battles out as well.
What's that? It's a can. What is it?
A beer.
A beer?
Yeah. No, but that's weird. That's weird, Nate. That's what went through my mind. What did Jeff say? I missed that.
the look of indignation on his face.
People ask me all because I don't drink. I have one beer a year, and everybody asks me about that. And I say because I'm too damn stupid to drink. I'm the dumbass that would get in his car and try to drive. Is what I'm afraid.
No. Okay, so different game. So Hexy, I have watched every single one of your playthroughs with Mark Herman on Rebel Fury and Army of the Potomac. And I got to say, I have not yet played Rebel Fury, but my gosh, is that such a, I could see how it's such an engrossing game because you guys are, even though it's one move, each player making one move, man, there's so much to consider in that game.
Both Camp and I'm not gonna lie to you, if it hadn't been for Mark, those games would have gone out of here somewhere until he got on and we started to understand what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
Now I won't let go of them now. So
tell me, because I've not touched them because I want to concentrate on GBACW if I'm going to do anything. What's the difference between GBACW and Mark's?
So Mark's stuff would be more, if you were going to compare it to something, it would be more compared to, and I got it. Mark would probably cringe if he hears me say this. It's more of a GCACW type. Yeah. Put it this way, and Mark said it straight. He said, "You're going to play the game, and it's going to be, let's say it's 8 turns. You're going to maneuver for 7, and you're going to fight on the 8th."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is. You're trying you're trying to shift around and find places to move, and whoever the other team, the defending team is, you're trying to block that approach. And if you think about it, in every operation during the American Civil War, those guys were maneuvering.
Yep.
Trying to get the best position, trying to outflank, trying to do this. Yeah.
It is a very good, easy to play system. And I think the outcomes of the game, they work. Like I say, you can play 10 turns. You're going to be bored maybe for 9. You might think you're bored for 9. And then on that 10th turn, all hell breaks loose.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to watch those. I don't know. It hasn't clicked. I think I need to dig deeper. Maybe I don't because I have enough.
Same for me, Tony. It was the same for me until we got Mark playing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely I want to at some point get into Rebel Fury, but then I have Army of the Potomac as well. Is my favorite was watching you all play the Overland campaign as Grant's army is slowly trying to maneuver around and get into Richmond. And man, it's just a nail biter each turn, which I love that. I love the constant tension in that game.
Oh, and you want to double the tension? Play it with Mark Herman.
I bet.
Because with the whole time we're
I'll be honest with you. Anytime I play with a designer, I'm a little.
Look, because he'd give me a right old, as we say over here, right old bollocking for messing up and things like that. And can I just say, we've got 76 people watching.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get to 100. Go and tell your friends. Go and get the wife on. Yeah.
And Ruff, what should they do while they're here?
Oh, what they should do, down the bottom of the thing, there's a little thumbs up there. If you could smash that, that would help tremendously, as I like to say in my videos, tickle the algorithm and make it more sort of well known. Also, if you haven't subscribed to us, why not do that as well? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Back
I'll tell you, especially if you're into Civil War games, make sure you subscribe to Hexy, because I think that's all he
yes,
actually plays.
said all of us. Yeah.
At least
Now,
he puts the Civil War on his channel. I haven't seen too many World War II games on your channel lately. So
yeah, you know, actually, I haven't shot any videos recently. I've been in a slump, and you know, you go through that cycle.
Yeah, I've been there.
So,
yeah.
but I will tell you this. Let's see.
Wait, he did invent the internet, remember?
Yeah.
I am.
I was about to ask that. I was about to
okay,
ask
now
about that.
what game is that, by the way? I'm just curious.
No Turning Back, Line of Battle.
Okay.
Oh,
Wilderness.
right.
It's
Okay.
the new one, and I'm, you know, like I said, I haven't chucked any of these in. I wanted to throw all of these away a long time ago because they're just some things I didn't like. But Nick Rosser a couple years ago,
for an
pointed
idiot
something out
like
to me.
me. Sorry,
Yeah.
Hexy. Just for an idiot like me, this is ACW again, isn't it?
Yeah, this is like GBACW, only it's MMP's version.
Oh, I was going to ask you what the difference was, but you just told me, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of messing around with. This is the Wilderness. The special rules for the Wilderness. They have their own approach to it, which is pretty interesting. I still want to give these a go. Nick Rosser, you know, I think what happened was when I first started playing the series, I played to take Washington, and Nick caught my videos. He said not the right game to start with.
Yeah, I've heard the same. I know
So-
Nick. I actually know Nick pretty well. At least I hung out with him before he got married and had kids.
And then things change. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And he's been working on that Perry because he actually designed Perryville, the Perryville.
Yeah, and that's
game
on
that-
pre-order right now,
that's on
which I did
pre-order.
drop my nickels on that.
I might have to, just because anybody that's a friend of mine, if you design something, I'll put my nickel down for you to support you. That's just the way I am, and that's the way I'll always be. I have way too many games, but if you're a friend of mine, I'm going to put down money to support you on that. But Nick's been working on that for years before he had kids. He's been, I saw his first map. He actually took a topographical map of the area and colored pencil and then just kind of colored it in.
Did you see?
Crazy.
We've got. I think Camp's got some pictures, or somebody does. Now, look, in October, Mark's coming to Gettysburg in October, and he's going to bring all these maps with him.
Okay.
So he had the whole shebang laid out. And let me tell you something, when this thing is done, you'll be able to tie all those maps to Army of the Potomac and to Rebel Fury. And what did he tell me? It was like 22, 23 maps.
Oh, get out of here.
Wow.
And I know he's going to work on the Western theater stuff. He really, Mark, I'm telling you, dude. I mean, I know a few of these designers. You guys probably know a lot more than I do, but let me tell you something. That dude he's a war game crackhead.
Oh yeah.
That mug loves to play. He loves to design. He loves to play what he designs. And let me tell you something. He is as enthusiastic as anybody I've ever met.
And he loves to play other games, sci-fi games, fantasy games.
Yeah.
He plays them all. And I tell you what, I was quite sort of like, meeting him when we first had him on, I think, the War Room, when he wanted to come on. And he's what a nice guy. What a great guy. There's no front with him, you know. It's I always call him Mr. Herman, and he always tells me off. He says, "No, it's Mark." You know,
I call him old.
Yeah, I have a bit of respect.
Was it
Being
the
English,
ancient
I have a
one?
bit
Is
of
that what you
respect.
called him right at one time?
All right. So if I can recommend, and I don't know, Hexy, you can be, if you want to, if I will recommend the Ken Burns Civil War documentary. If you watch that thing, you'll want to start playing, because
You know what? I've got it and I've tried it and I fell asleep.
that doesn't
Same.
surprise me. Sometimes I'll put his stuff on so I can take a nap. I'm not going to deny it.
Yeah.
But other times it's really good. And if I'm
Yeah,
in the mood
yeah.
for it, it's
Well,
really good. So
You want here?
You
Go.
go-
I tell you what. Get on to
I
the
thought it was
Gettysburg.
Rise Dust, but
Yeah. Watch. You get on YouTube and look up Stuff Writer. He does a lot of the filming for Matt Atkinson, the Gettysburg, or the the historian tour guide, and Matt Atkinson. The story some of those tour guides can tell. These guys actually do these programs like that.
Yep.
I'm not a book reader, but like I say, the last set of books I read was Lee's Lieutenants, and I loved it. I'm not a reader.
You just hurt Nate's feelings.
You are
just hurting Nate's feelings.
I tell you what, I did watch a series, and it was more about the sort of battles rather than the overall, because I like to know the overall geopolitical thing going on. It was a public broadcast service series, I think, and it was great, and it actually told idiots like me where it was going on and how the country was changing with its affiliations and who went over to that side, who went over to that side. Hey,
Todd.
But yeah,
that
was good.
Your Todd did a podcast with Advanced After Combat, and he went through some details of the simple GBACW. Phenomenal. Good job, Todd, on that one. Good job. That really got me. Well, one, I was on my way to Gettysburg when I was listening to it. So it made me want to get back and bust it open. Now I've got to clip all those damn counters.
Now, I will say, when I saw your, because you had posted about the Wilderness game that you're playing now, Line of Battle. It was when I saw that picture, the Wilderness is one of my favorite battlefields to visit. And as soon as I saw that, I go, I know exactly where that is, Saunders Field. I've stood in the trench at the top of the hill where the Confederates were, and I'm like, I can see where the Federal forces are coming in. And looking at your game, I'm like, man, that looks so cool. Having been there, it connects better with the game, and knowing the terrain and seeing where things are, and just a horrible battle to be in, just having to fight through those woods and everything.
Well, so I want to feel this one out, see what it does. I don't have my monster table set up anymore, but keep your minds on if you like.
Get that going. We'll all come over. I'll come over. We'll all get together.
We'll get a trip. We'll get a trip from the old country. Get you guys coming over to actually, where we actually respect our history and not put a car park on it. So Jeff, what was it that you wasn't that thrilled about Line of Battle? What was it?
I didn't like the opening volley thing.
Okay.
I think that was probably the biggest sticking point to me, was that opening volley. I thought the command rules were fine.
Okay.
I didn't like the column movement, the way you place the counters on the board. I didn't like that at all. That drove me crazy. But I will tell you, though, that the order system in the game, if of the different series of games they have, I still think CWBS is the best one.
Hold on. Can I just full on has said, I thought it's about Civil War games. When the Americans put up a thumbnail that says Civil War games, they're talking about the American Civil War, not about the English, not about the the European Civil War. So just want to clear that up.
The games that are on the thumbnail are American Civil War games as well.
Yeah, I know this, but
again, I did try. I thought we were going to talk about Roman Civil War.
You are very trying. Yes.
So because somebody wasn't thrilled. Like, I'd listened to a couple people said they weren't really thrilled. Like, they thought the combat was pretty decent, but they weren't that thrilled with the command system as much. I haven't played the Line of Battle. Maybe the Perryville one will be my first one.
If you want frustration, if you want to see probably what it was really like, well, I was born a couple days after the Civil War, so. But if you
get out of
that
here.
game is you write an order and you assign an order, and like I said, I think CWBS does it the best. You write an order in there and you say you're going here and you're going to do this here, all right, and all of a sudden the battlefield changes and what you're going to do is useless. You might not get out of that order as easy as you would like to. And that can really ruin, what you got. And so then you ask yourself, you might think to yourself, okay, well, you know what? I'm playing solo and I wrote this order for Sickles' Third Corps to do this. So since I know what Sickles is going to do, I'm going to have McClaw's division do this. All right, so McClaw starts his thing, and all of a sudden Sickles realizes, what I'm doing is not right, and you want to try to change that order, you might not be so successful so fast.
That's cool.
Well, I will say that GBACW does that pretty well too. If you're, between advance and attack, you have to basically be an attack to do anything other than just volley. So I was talking about in the green room a couple of things I learned from the guide was that the regiment my great grandfather was in, and also the 20th Maine. So basically, the 1st Battalion of the 5th Corps, if I remember right, was supposed to go support Dan Sickles, was supposed to go reinforce him, and they looked back and saw Little Round Top and said, "Nope, I'm going up there where it's higher." Well, technically speaking, the Peach Orchard was higher than where Sickles was looking at.
Yes.
But it wasn't higher than Seminary.
Well, it wasn't higher than Little Round Top. 20th Maine was 3rd Brigade, 1st Division, 5th Corps.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, 3rd Brigade, 1st. Yeah, that's right.
I love that you know that. I love that you know that. I don't know that at all. That is amazing.
But
what's Black Swan about for people that don't know?
Sickles. The story is Sickles on his own, which I don't completely think it was on his own, because I think he was given free sort of freelance ability, maybe by mistake.
Yeah. He
thought moving forward to the Peach Orchard, which was very, very predominant ground to put cannons on, would be okay. And I'm going to back this up. And even Mark Herman will stand behind me on this one. And so will McMurray, because McMurray and I are very, and I'm a Southern boy. I'm a Virginia boy. So the Yankee Blue stuff don't mean a whole lot to me. But Sickles moved forward, and people don't realize that the original attack plan on that second day was to roll up the Emmitsburg Pike towards Cemetery Hill. Well, Sickles jacked that all up, and it changed the entire fight. Me personally, I think what he did delayed everything that Longstreet wanted to do, change those plans on the fly, not to mention that Longstreet dilly-dallied all day long anyhow, in my opinion. But just that nobody else from the Union Army responded to it. I mean, Hancock was sitting right there to his right. I mean, eventually they did, and then 5th Corps responded. So, but I'm sorry, but I'm going to say, and there's others that will say it too, that Sickles, I don't think he made a bad choice.
No,
I tend, after learning, I tend to agree, because he did basically delay everybody getting up. He delayed the forces from getting up to Little Round Top. So he did stop. Unfortunately, he was just a speed bump, as we call him. He was a speed bump for the Confederates, but it was a speed bump enough to tell me that, what he did was good. It may not have been the wrong thing, but I did take a picture of where he got his leg shot off.
Oh, did you go down there? Because that's the first time I went when I went with McMurray and Todd last year. First time I've been to that monument.
Yep, I went down there. I got a picture of it too. Hey, let's see if I got it here.
Yeah. Well, hold on a sec. I just want to say lock and load to everybody in the chat for putting up with this.
Lock and load.
But lock and load, everyone.
I do want to answer. Someone asked a question about what is Black Swan.
I did try and put it up there.
I'll share a picture of that when
because there might be some people that don't know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and someone asked what they don't know the years of the Civil War. It was 1861 to 1865 between Confederate States of America and the United States of America.
They call it the 4 Aprils, don't they?
Yeah.
Cross 5 Aprils. 5 Aprils.
5 Aprils, yes.
5 Aprils.
So Black Swan is the system for the name of a number of games that are in this family created by Mark Herman. The first one is The Most Fearful Sacrifice. They're all from Flying Pig Games.
Not Mark Herman. Herman
What did I say? Mark Herman. Herman Luttman.
Mr. Lutman.
I'm sorry. I'm losing it. Herman Luttman. Herman Luttman from Flying Pig Games. It's a system. The first one is The Most Fearful Sacrifice, the Battle of Gettysburg. It's a great game. The map was actually hand drawn by Rick Barber, who was a battlefield tour guide as well. And he's done a number of them, but over the years, as more information comes out, the maps would continue to evolve as more things are learned about what the battle was like then. And so this was my understanding was this was one of his final maps before he passed away. But it's a great game. And the next game in the series is the Rock of Chickamauga. And then there'll be a third game in the series about the Battle of Sharpsburg or Antietam, depending on
Pipe Creek.
Correct. Yes.
That's so how does this compare to GBACW?
Okay, so I'm gonna. Y'all know I love Herman. Herman and his games are phenomenal. So the question was, I'm wondering if GBACW will be able to measure up to AMFS. I'm sorry, but don't get me wrong, AMFS is a phenomenal game. I've bought 3 copies of it since it came out, right? But I'm gonna have to I got to reverse that statement. Does AMFS measure up to GBACW? It depends on what scope you want. You want to get down to Crunchy City, you're going to play GBACW.
Yeah.
All right, because and I know Herman doesn't like the word, but we all like to refer to the units in AMFS as demi brigades because you don't have the full regiment list.
Right.
It's like, like if you took Pettigrew's from Heath Division in Gettysburg, they were the largest brigade in the Confederate Army. Herman might show them with only 2 counters or 3.
Right.
I think that's what confuses me about ACW as well. Is the way the armies are organized. The scale or the army where they're organized. What's a brigade here is something different. Brigade over there, and a regiment is something depends who's controlling it. That for me, that's what confuses me.
A Union Corps was slightly larger than a Confederate division.
Yep.
Where a Confederate Corps was 3 divisions.
This is what goes trying to get it in my head.
I mean, it's kind of like I guess an analogous example would be in a lot of World War II games where German divisions are more powerful than a Soviet army because the Soviet corps and divisions are different sized.
I get that. Yeah, I get that because I know that.
Yeah. So it's the same in the Civil War. It's just obviously different combat.
So here's the monument of Dan Sickles where he got his leg shot off. And he kept it with him until he died, and now it's in the American.
You what? Say that again.
It's in the Smithsonian.
He kept his leg until he died, and now it's in a museum.
Mm-hmm. The leg bone. It's the bone.
What are you up? Jeez. Right.
What does he do? Take it out at dinner parties and go, by the way, I got something to show you.
He was a political.
Did he get it out? Did he get it out dinner parties and go, look, here's my leg?
Yeah.
Well, Dan Sickles,
after the dinner.
Dan Sickles was asked about many, many moons ago, obviously. I tried to interview him, but I missed him. But, why were there no monuments at Gettysburg for him? And he made the statement that the battlefield is his monument. Because he was one of the big guys after it was all done that promoted that national park.
Yep.
Thanks, Jim. That helps a lot of people.
Cloudy days, spring rain.
Don't know how it's broken down.
Now I will say a different game I want to bring up because we talked a good bit about battle games, but I really enjoy. Let me share. I played this earlier back in June. I played The War for the Union from Clash of Arms. So strategic game. This is a Rick Barber map. I did not know that.
It doesn't look like a Rick map, does it? Well, it does now. Yes,
it does now. If you get closer to it, and all the commanders as well is when the commander gets promoted from a corps commander to an army commander, he has a little actual picture of the individual on the back of the counter. So like McDowell, there's a picture of McDowell that he drew of his face on there, which is really, really cool. And the game is interesting in that all of the units first start as like volunteers, and then with more experience, they become veterans. You could have militias, different state militias in there. So there's a gradation in terms of experience and organization as the game progresses. which I found to be really cool. And I will say, I played the Clash of Arms. So there's 2 editions. There's the Clash of Arms edition, and then later Compass came along and did a designer edition of the game as well. And in this edition, it came with a basic rules booklet, which was 5 pages and gave you a scenario to play. And I will say that was incredibly easy to get into the game. And then later it adds on in the advanced rule book of like naval rules and more logistics and things like that, which was really, really neat. But really good strategic Civil War game.
I need to get that. Well, here, look at that's Rick Barber. That's Army of the Heartland. And I'm gonna tell y'all, and I know a lot of people get mad at me for this. I played GCCW, quite a bit of it. I like this game better than I do GCCW.
Oh,
people are scared of this game. They're just frightened. They think the rules aren't right. It's John Prados, but let me tell you something. The rules are written in the sequence you play the game. And I played a couple of scenarios of this, but Camp and I are still intending on playing that this year. He wouldn't got a copy. Everybody wouldn't got a copy of it. And like I say, if I had to go into a slump, we'd have probably already done it by now. So
that's neat. That's not in Shrink.
That's not in Shrink. There you go.
I will say, so I have a.
Can you put comments up now as well, Nate?
Me? No.
Oh, who put that one up then? Not me.
I did.
Oh, you did. But when you buy the shelf, what about other games like you showed For the People? What about that game? I've got it. What do we think, guys? Chat. What do we think?
Never played it.
That's a strategic operational game.
Yep. Is it hex to is that a hexen or is that
it's point to point.
Oh, get out! You thought that about naval games till you got flying colors.
But For the People's made from Mark Herman, so
yeah,
it's.
I'll tell him. I'm going to screenshot. No, I'm going to clip that and send it to Mark. All right. I just wonder what people thought. I mean, I haven't got round to playing it yet. I've got it with the mounted board and all that sort of thing, card driven.
Yeah, what's the deal with this mounted board, Bruff? Do you like that mounted board stuff?
Only because
I love it.
Videoing.
Really?
Yeah, because you don't put the plexi on it. And you don't have to move,
I mean, if you can get the board down flat,
moving the lights around, and that's the reason. I just like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bling. It's a bling I like.
Now I will set up over there. So
I will say as well, earlier in the summer, so I have a gaming group that we're able to play during breaks during the school year. And we played, the 4 of us played earlier in June. We played Mr. Lincoln's War from Compass.
Not heard of these games.
This one, I didn't have it. I ended up buying it later on, because it's Mark McLaughlin, and I love his War and Peace game of the Napoleonic Wars, it's the same system in the Civil War, and so like, I love that game, and sure enough, I did really enjoy this game. We played the Union. My side played the Union. We got stomped because I kept making bad choices in the Mississippi theater. It was bad. Like the entire Federal Navy got sunk. But
Jeff's cheering all the way.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, like when the Confederate Navy's outside of St. Louis, then you know it's bad.
Well, I got a naval game for Hexy. Where'd it go?
Yeah. Hey, come on, let's get away from that and let's get back to ACW.
No.
Oh, Rebel
my
Raiders.
God.
Yeah,
That's
not
even out of the
ACW,
shrink wrap
isn't it?
yet.
Mental note. I appreciate your confidence.
Or there's this one.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
Crikey, where did you pick that up from?
It's a GMT game.
How old is it?
2013.
Well, there you go. 2 years, you can't get it again. It's
so much good Civil War goodness out there, game wise. The best game ever made. The best Civil is still Terrible.
Thanks,
Swift
Jester. See you later.
Terrible Swift Sword. Sorry.
Oh, Yeah. Classic
Still
game.
will always be in my heart as number
Yeah,
one.
what do you think? Somebody's put something up
The-
here. I know you're about naval, you've got flying colours, but what about ECW naval?
No.
For God's
There
sake.
wasn't much, honestly. You have the Merrimack and the Monitor. You
Yeah,
have
the,
the stupid
the thing's
submarines
made
from
of
the
cast
South.
iron that sunk very
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah,
Yeah,
Damn.
the Hunley.
Damn the torpedoes, all Panzer IVs ahead. I will play Flying Colors. I promise you. I
yes,
will
you'll
play that.
enjoy it. If you,
You
if you
will
go
enjoy
into
that.
it
I
with
think
the
you
mindset
will, yeah.
of it's a good game. If you go into it thinking, what's the one with that famous film? What's his name in it? The New Zealander, Commander Dewberry, something or other. I've had a brain fart.
You said New
Played it.
Zealand, that you lost me right there.
Yeah,
Lydia Ko.
Yeah, no, fame. Gladiator actor.
Oh, George
Russell Crowe?
No, Russell Crowe.
Who?
Russell Crowe.
Who? Yes, the guy who played the commander thingy in the ships and the sails.
Oh,
and
Master and Commander.
that's the one. I do had commander in the title.
Good movie. Very good movie.
If you think of that when you're playing that, yes, thank you. You'll be fine. It's good fun.
Now, I will say one thing that there's one ACW game that I when I was getting into wargaming, I heard so much about this is the best ace. If you want the whole, yes, exactly. That was exactly what I was talking about. Everyone told me that's the best Civil War game to play, bar none. So I played it with a group as well as myself a number of times, and I have to tell you, I was bored half to death.
I can't play strategic. I'm sorry. I can't.
And the one thing in the rules is that there's this like back and forth that goes on because there's dice differentials. And in the rule book, it quite literally says that this could go on indefinitely.
See, Jerry.
Depending on the situation in the game. And I thought, wait a minute, the turn, you can't end the turn. You have to manufacture an end to finally move on. I mean, like my gaming group, we played an entire month and we did not get out of 1861.
I've tried to play that Marks, you know, and I go down this road with the Marks 40 series stuff, 40X
this
stuff.
This one I thought was way better. It's way, way better.
I sent that thing away.
Really?
Interesting. Yeah, I don't think it was the game particular. I think it's just, I don't think I'm big on the strategic.
Sure,
you know,
that's
that
fair.
mass scale
Yeah,
stuff.
and I'm with you there, Hexy. But this Thunderbolt has tweaked something. I don't know what it is. I may be getting into some GCACW. No, don't say that. But
well, for all
yeah,
you,
I get what you're
you
saying.
ACW,
I'm a mano thing, tactical for me.
ACW wannabes out there, and I understand they're probably, I think somebody might be redoing this, and you can still find this game.
I'll tell you what, sorry, Hexy, I'll tell you what, it's popular. We've got 77 people at the moment watching this, so ACW is popular. Off
Yes.
you go. Sell it.
You want to start?
Oh, yeah.
Go find this game. You can find these copies on eBay and BGG. You find them everywhere. 20, 25 bucks. There's 5 games in this box, and it's chit pull from Victory Games many, many moons ago. And this can get you, if you really want to go basic, go get Blue and Gray 1 and 2, but don't pay this extremely odd price that Decision Games is selling the remakes for.
Mhm.
You can
I
still
got
find
mine
those
free.
around.
Yeah,
But this will get you into chit play ACW, which pretty much sets you up for almost all ACW games that are out there nowadays. So,
all right. Count Historic Wings as being the one guy that'll bring up the most obscure topic of ACW because this is true. They did have balloons in ACW.
They did.
Now they didn't drop bombs out of them or anything. They were used as
observational things.
Yeah,
like
observational.
First
points,
World
yes.
War and all that sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh, see, Nordic was late. He was setting up bayonet. Oh, nice game.
Very
Nice.
cool.
Bayonets and Tomahawks. I love that game.
Now,
So
I
much
will
fun
say-
picking.
I will say, talking about GCACW is probably one of my favorites in that series thus far is On
Yep.
to Richmond.
great system. Old or new, great system.
Yeah. The 7 days battle or 7 days campaign, excuse me, or battles. Yeah. is the Peninsular Campaign is just fascinating to me of how you could get that close and not win.
But you're saying you're talking about Rebel Fury and all that. Are those GCACW games maneuvering and then suddenly there's a battle when?
Well, yeah, but your GCHW, you're going to have a lot more random.
You've got fatigue and all that going
conflicts,
on.
yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So what
Yep.
do you reckon? Starting from scratch?
Start from scratch. I want to play a Civil War game. What system?
So
Game
it's
would you
you've got
recommend for
strategic
strategic and
and tactical. What do you recommend, chaps?
Okay.
Strategic.
I'm not going to
Strategic.
recommend anything for strategy. I'll let Nate take that one.
This one, the U.S. Civil War by Mark Simonich, GMT. Excellent strategic Civil War game.
What about For the People?
I haven't played it. I want to play it. I have
No, I've
not played it.
so I can't comment. But that's another strategic game. So
Yeah.
you've got to.
What was the old Milton Bradley one where you had the plastic soldiers on the squares?
Battle Cry.
Battle Cry.
God, you know too much, you guys. What about tactical?
Oh,
That's
your
your
start.
game.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, so
GBACW.
If I
That's
got to choose
tactical,
from
isn't it?
today's games, I'm going to say Blind Swords.
Yeah, I agree.
If
the
you really
Revolution.
want to go basic, go with what's his Shattered Union series.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't tried it. I've got 4 of them. I bought the PDF versions of them. I haven't
Is
tried
that,
it yet.
is that Mr. Lootman stuff?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The small box things?
Tiny
Yeah,
Battle
yeah.
Publishing.
Tiny battles. Yeah,
He's picked
Um,
out sort of non-popular sort of battles that
Yeah.
nobody does any games about. Yes,
Yeah.
good.
None
Yeah,
well
and
known.
I'm like with Mike. I'm going to recommend Blind Swords all
Mhm.
the time because one, you can
But
get
which one? Because there's like a gazillion
It
editions.
doesn't
of
matter.
it.
I'm playing
Long
we
Street
were playing
attacks.
one-
Long Street attacks.
pick your flavor.
Yep.
Pick your
Whatever battle you're interested in. Yep.
We were playing Kernstown, and it's great. You pick it and stuff happens, and it's
Yeah. Yeah, it's honestly it's once you get through about one turn, and I think Ruff really started picking it up towards the end. We'll have to restart it again. But
it's life. Life happens.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Herman got it right with his
good-
games.
good
The one
for
thing he
Solo as
did,
well. Good for Solo.
the one thing he did that nobody else is, well, I don't know, some of Mark's games pretty good, is you're not being overburdened with informational counters.
mhm.
You don't want if you don't want to play a game that has a ton of informational counters, you stay away from GBACW full.
Yeah. And GBOH to that extent as well. with
Yeah, that can
piles of
be painful too.
bloody
Yeah.
stuff,
I was about to ask about this game.
Good game. Very good
The
game.
Tattered Flags game. It's what did he say? It's a miniatures game, but with counters, basically, from what I've been able to kind of determine.
Okay.
I think that's what he kind of took.
Because I was
It
going to
looks
ask everyone's opinion on like what solitaire, like solo only Civil War games are there out there that's good.
Are there any? The only one I know
Yeah, I
of
was about to
is
say,
the,
are there any?
Mosby's Raiders is kind of a fun game.
That is,
Uh,
I took a spin at that. That is kind of interesting.
It's fun. It's not much. It's not real. I wouldn't call it a Civil War game so much. It just takes place during the Civil War.
and things
got a
happen.
book on that.
Yeah, you play it and things happen.
I have that book too. I have that one. It's just upstairs.
And what about the one about the up the hill thing? The Pickett's
Oh
Charge.
yeah, that's true. Pickett's Charge. In magnificent style.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
But it is just a
It's
push your
it's
luck
a
game.
pressure
It's a great
luck
game.
game.
yeah.
know?
Thank you. That's yeah.
Isn't there? I
It's a
thought
game.
there was a Ben Madison game on the Civil War.
Yes, there's a couple of them. Who else?
Isn't it like Jeff Davis or something?
Oh yes, Jeff Davis one. Yes.
Where you get to pick the color of the dress he wears at the end of the war.
Oh,
This is actually. I'll tell you what. This was
harsh.
really good too.
Oh
my-
man, that made my day right there. That's hilarious.
harsh.
This was pretty good too. Secession 1861 by Bob Fanoff and Fortress Games. This was pretty good too. I enjoyed that one.
Let's not, good point. Let's not knock the brigade series that Worthington has. They're not my cup of tea, but they're easy to play. The maps are
Oh,
nice
God,
and clean
yeah.
and pretty.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, they are easy to play. That you're not wrong about that.
Is that
And
the thingy farm one and all that sort of thing?
yeah, they have E4 Airmen actually sent me the Gettysburg version. I'm like, that's a shit ton of counters. That thing's heavier than Sin because they're all hard mounted maps too. It's like, oh. So, but yeah, I forgot about that about those games. So
there are,
I had those and I didn't get anything out of them.
not
but
really, but I watched a bit
intro.
of the World Cup. That's about how far my interest goes. Christoph, thank you.
I watched none of it.
I actually watched none of it either.
Well, Mrs. Ruff, she likes a bit of, she watched it, and I sit there and all I do is moan, because when I was into football in the 70s, and that it's a different game now, and I'm just moaning all the time. So there we go. Different game, I don't think.
I watch it until Germany gets eliminated, and then it's,
yeah.
That's kind of like I'm not sure I could go see the new Odyssey movie because I'm going to sit there and
no. But if you do, call me, because I want to be sitting behind you to listen to you the whole time you're watching.
The rage throughout the whole movie. It was like when I went to see the Napoleon movie. I was so mad the whole movie.
I've got a character that's replacing Achilles by proxy that in a book that was written 1,000 years later or something. It's been panned to hell. The best one to watch, evidently, is the 2-part TV movie that was made in 1997 or something, and it's on YouTube, and that's supposed to be really good.
Well, I will say still, for me, the best version of the Odyssey is "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" with George Clooney. It's the Odyssey set in 1930s Mississippi.
Parody.
But go and see it, and then we can see how crestfallen you are when we have the next command post.
Well, it's like, you remember the old Battle of the Bulge movie with all those
I remember that. I've seen that.
I cringe every time I watch it. It's still fun to watch, but I cringe every time I watch that movie.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so I'm curious with Civil War games, with tactical games. So what is your tolerance, I guess, for a lot of those games have a lot of markers in those games. And what's your tolerance for them? I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to have a lot of markers, but some of them are needed. Like, what is it? The line of battle where you have the arrows of where the brigade frontage is. What's your thoughts?
No, that's CWBS.
CW. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's an MMP one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the gamers.
Gamers. Yes.
I'll put it this way. Any future full GBA CW rules games I play are going to be Vassal. Don't get me wrong, I would much rather see the map on the table, but I'm going to go, like I said, I don't want to have my monster table set up anymore. Plus, it gets annoying when you start to just take Pickett's Charge. Okay, you get to that point in that fight, and you've got 60 to 65 counters closing on each other, and then suddenly you got, I got a fatigue marker on top of this guy here. I've got this marker. I've got the ammo depleted. I've got that, and you start knocking shit over and trying to pick stuff up to see what strengths you got under. I don't know. I'm going to sure that on the detailed games, there's probably no way around it.
I get it, but don't you have to have a 50-inch monitor?
No, this is a 4K right here. I mean the
actual size of the map.
See the whole battle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because if you zoom out, you're not going to see what units are where. You can see your line of battle and what's going on, but you're not going to know what unit. Like, I play a lot of the John Tiller stuff, especially.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And you zoom way out on those maps just so you can see where your
forces are. We do.
Can't tell who's what. So.
Yeah. Because I mean, one of the things, the only. You're not going to like this. The only Civil War battle game that I have is A Most Fearful Sacrifice. That's the only one I got. And I mean, it's a good one, but the number of my Civil War games is very small, unfortunately. as much as I do like the Civil War.
I was going to ask that. Why is that when you know quite a lot about it?
Well, it's because, as soon as I start playing a Civil War game and then I finish it and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. All of a sudden, oh, look, ancient Rome.
Oh, yes. You're a bit of a tart for that, as we say.
I'm like a squirrel, just do.
Yeah. I will give you credit on that, Nate, that you are capable of sticking, your focus being on what your passion is.
Yeah.
I mean, if I did that, these shelves, Jesus, 500 some games, a lot of this would be gone. I'd have World War II East Front and ACW and a smattering of Napoleonics in there. So
East Front, again, that's
that's such a cool that's such a cool subject to play out. I mean, I was actually playing earlier, just a few weeks ago. I played the campaigns in Europe, Drive on Leningrad. It's their decisions redo of War in Europe.
Really? I did not know.
Yeah, their campaigns in Europe system is just it's amazing. It's so good to play.
It's good because it's easy to play, or it's crunch, or what?
It only has 16 pages of rules.
I like it already.
And I'll share it.
Wasn't Horus the Falcon in the Mummy movies?
Horus wasn't he the Egyptian thingy or something?
The Egyptian god, yeah, and he usually had a falcon head.
Correct.
Right.
So I shared. This is what it looks like.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So this is Drive on Leningrad. So what it does is they first did them in the World at War magazines, where they redid each of the center maps from War in Europe. So this is one of the maps. So
we're talking the big war in Europe, right? The big war in the East, war in the West, war in Europe combined.
Yep.
Okay.
And so like the counters are all like the old counters didn't have historical identifications on them, but now the new counters do. And so there's there was 4 magazines. So you can play each of them, but now there was an expansion that added like 17 additional scenarios and big 2-map scenarios. There's going to be a second expansion as well for it. But
and these are magazine games, yeah.
These are almost like boxed games that like Decision actually did a really, really good job on these. These are magazine games, but the expansion, when you add that in, I mean, it's like a full-blown box game. You got player aids that came with it in the magazine as well.
That sounds like it's been thought out or republished, because most, me and magazine games, I haven't got a great experience with them.
Yeah, this has been thought out and done very, very well. So, like, I played this. This was the last. I ended it in September of 1941. The Germans were right there at Leningrad, and it was just a matter of time. The Soviets did terrible, but it's a really great subject.
You played this solo, yeah?
Yeah, very easy.
There you go. There you go.
Is that Talon underneath that railhead marker?
Correct. Yep.
My buddy, our network guy in my office, he's gonna be in that town here in the next couple of days. He's on a cruise over there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. Königsberg. Cool. Well, what do they call it? Kaliningrad now, I guess, or whatever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going to be over there. So I said,
cool.
Take pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just curious with because going back with A Most Fearful Sacrifice, one of the things that I enjoyed about that game was that the very few markers that there were, so that I could always see where the units were. And especially with the shaken markers that have it's like bright yellow, and you just stick it underneath the counter, and you can instantly tell which guys are shaken and which ones are not, and you don't have to fiddle around. That was one of the things that I really liked about Herman's game there.
Herman, I'm telling you, he's that guy. It's a shame that he's gonna. He wants to retire. I mean, I guess they all do it sometime, but he
has retired. He has, he's been an accountant. He has retired.
But he has got so much. I mean, the guys, all of these guys, their creativity is just I can't do it. You don't not ever. You want me to tell you what I think of your fire rules in combat? I'll tell you. Don't ask me to create none. I can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, especially, I was going to tell you a minute ago, you were talking strategy games. I was going to say somebody just sent me 30 to 40 over the last few months, and that's War Mutt. He packaged them up, sent them to me in 3 different shipments. I got all kinds of Civil War and Ancients and stuff that he sent me in World War II. Just wasn't his thing. So thank you, Mutt. I appreciate that. It's great that Herman has all these other guys that are designing games on his system.
Yeah.
Here's a question, because I saw it last night. I knew it was coming. Sound of Drums doing Bull Run.
Yes, I saw that.
We have any
These
knowledge
are the
of that?
guys. These are the guys that normally do
World War
Napoleon
II,
games.
gigantic World War II stuff.
No, well, they did the Napoleon, Ilau or whatever.
Yeah, they did
Yep.
well, I know them by. Yeah.
I'm curious about that one.
How do you do that? How do you flip from something so,
Oh, they did it. Okay, so they did the assault.
So yeah,
Oh,
So
They
they're
did
they're the
Battle
guys.
Commander.
Ah, right. That's the one with
Dragon
the
X
two
just
pops.
mentioned it. They're using the same rule set as the Napoleonic battles.
Can you do that?
Well, because they sort of have 2 Napoleonic Civil War series that they're going with. So the one is the Eylau Battles of Napoleon, that there's going to be a Bull Run game. Then there's the Carl Paradis Battle Commander that they're doing Napoleonic battles, but now he's going to also be doing ACW battles with that as well. So
I've not played any sound. I don't think I have
No, I
any
haven't.
Sound of
No,
Drums.
no.
And I probably need to grab one. And I think that if I'm going to do that, maybe I should wait on this Bull Run. Why not get something that's in my, my realm?
yeah.
And then rip it to pieces?
Now,
Well, hey, there's one sitting over there, and I am not ashamed to call it a piece of junk. I'll let you all guess which one it is.
I was going to
it's
say
from
Name and
Compass.
Shame. No,
It's from Compass Games, that's for sure.
Yeah. it's
Ooh.
the Gettysburg game.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that game was trash.
I cannot believe I am. And
Why-
what
I'm
makes me mad is I
I'm
look at it.
interested. Yeah, I'm
There's
interested.
a good game there.
Yeah, if a company will put time and money into it and then release it, and it's a pile of poo,
What is the name of
why
it?
do they do that?
that?
You say there's a good game in there. Why didn't they wait and get the good game out?
I don't know, but the guy that designed it, he's made some really good games.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Just wondered why. You said it's a pile of trash, but there's a good game in there.
Yeah.
Is it
They had-
because they released it too early,
There
or
you go, Nordic Maelstrom.
That's it. Oh,
That's the biggest hunk of junk.
Yep.
so it should be called Wanks of Gettysburg?
Wankers of Gettysburg. I hate to do that, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I've got games that I don't
know.
like
I've
to
not
play.
played it.
I've got games that I don't like to play, but I freaking hate that game.
Mm-hmm.
Little Round
Look, I
Top
mean-
and Culp's Hill.
Look, this is one of the things that, like, I love that in wargaming in general. War gamers, we really love our war game publishers, and we want to encourage people and
But I
everything. But,
think
when
that's
something's
why,
bad,
because
it
we
needs
love
to be
our-
called out
yeah.
as bad.
Yeah, we love our hobby, and when something happens that isn't quite right, we get the ump. We get a bit annoyed, and we have to call it out. And hopefully that gets filtered back, and they do a better job. What's your book, by the way? You said you got some books.
Well,
Hexy
first,
needs to take Culp's Hill, a Little Round Top, and chuck it off the. And you got to record it.
I have a question for all of you. So I'm sharing my screen. Have any of you played this GMT game, Blue versus Gray, the Civil War card game?
Ooh,
This is
Is it-
from years ago.
is
It's
it
never
like
been
Snap?
republished.
is it like Snap?
Who knows? I've never played it.
Oh, right.
I happened to see it on GMT's website. I'm like,
I tell you
interesting.
what, Meandering Mike has probably got a copy.
I'm sure.
We'll ask him.
I have
Jerry's
no
got
idea
it.
when it was published at all. But I was curious. I wonder if anybody had played it. Because a card game for the entire Civil War, that just
it might be a
it's
cracker.
interesting.
It might be a cracker game. It might be.
Could be.
Could be.
It could be. Of course, I have a feeling that since it's never been republished by GMT, it's probably not.
Who did that game anyhow?
Mike's got a copy. Never played it. Useless. This is-
Yeah.
Well, you know
Let's
what
see.
I think when I see blue versus gray at the
Evan
top there, you can
Jones.
barely see the versus part. I think of SPI, blue and gray, every time I see
Yeah,
that
That's
box.
what I thought
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Beer and pretzels, cracker game.
No,
probably.
cracker means great. Means great with different.
Yeah,
different
no,
language.
I agree. Beer and pretzels game. Take a card out, sit it underneath your beer, and use it as a coaster.
I hate that term. I don't like that term. A, because beer and pretzels shouldn't be anywhere near a game, and B, beer and pretzels shouldn't be.
You
anywhere
know-
Put it
near a
this way,
game.
Ruff. If you and I were to play Flanks at Gettysburg, I would let you eat Cheetos while we're playing it.
No, I wouldn't do that. If it was your
There
game,
are okay.
I'd
Okay,
get them
there
all over your
are
fingers.
there are pub games out there. I have one. I have it's in a roll, and they're like kind of like wooden pieces, and they're neoprene mats, so you can literally spill stuff on them, and you just wipe it up.
No, but that's
They're
just
actually
not
meant
right.
to go to the pub and play,
No,
and like
I
No,
can't do that. I
no,
couldn't
is
do
one
that.
of them.
No,
There's no way I could do that.
I do not
Let me go
like
see if I can
block
find
games.
it. Give me a minute.
No block games.
oh, good. Welcome to the club, Hector.
I
That's
got rid of
yeah.
the
A BB
three set that I had.
BBG, we call them BBGs, bloody
Yep.
block games.
I do not like them. I put stickers on that East Front one, and I don't know if I sent that to Todd or sold that
Well,
series to somebody.
The only
I think I
block
know what
game,
you're talking about. I think I know that. I know that game. Yeah.
yes, yeah, I know that.
Columbia
game.
Games.
It's
Yep.
hidden stuff. The only block game I've got are the Commands and Colors, where it's
Pub
not really- it's
battles.
just-
Oh my.
Yes, I've seen those. There's
That game
also a
can't last
Dracula
long.
game that comes in a roll like that.
I had somebody
fun part
emailing me,
is
was preaching to
all
me
the
about this
pieces
whole set
come
of
in this-
games.
In like a canvas bag.
Oh, like a donkey sack. Right, okay. That's
Yeah,
wow.
you got a
Seriously.
pickup truck, Tony. You got a pickup truck. Hang that thing on the toe pendle like everybody else.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, we're keeping such high standards for the
I
show.
know.
Oh,
now.
We've lost monetization now. Are we doing out? You're doing your book section now?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Getting
share
on.
I'll share the book since we didn't get to do anything for the 4th of July and America becoming the greatest nation on earth. That I wanted to share something also to commemorate the United States, but also there are close, deep cultural ties to the
I
motherland.
know we have had differences and all that, but deep down, you are our most loved country. You know that. And I'm speaking for me. I can't speak for the whole of UK, but we do have I have a soft spot.
We do. So anyway, if you're ever interested, people want to look up and read a book about the relationship between the United States and Britain ever since independence,
Oh dear, that don't sound good.
called The Lion and the Eagle, the interaction of the British and the American Empire, 1783 to 1972. And very interesting book. Looking at basically how the special relationship that we have with Britain came about, because for most of our history we were very antagonistic towards the British.
Well,
we were
it's
very
probably only 3
antagonistic.
chapters, right, Nate, where we kicked them out of our country 3 times.
Well, look, this is a good point. We haven't forgotten. All right, reparations.
And that Dave is right. The English prioritized the Caribbean over the colonies because, if I'm not mistaken, I remember reading once that one Caribbean colony would produce as much money as the entire 13 colonies
Yeah,
on the East Coast.
yeah, that's quite right. Yes.
But that's my book.
That's it? Just the one? You're not reading like 6 or 7?
Well,
Don't start him off because he will. All
plus you also gave the Gen Z 6-7.
right. No, what's that mean?
Right.
Oh, the bane of every teacher out there right now.
Have you got anything Tony?
No, not really. I'm
No,
just
did
here
we-
for that. I mean, I'll tell you what. This
I've
is.
got- I've
I-
got a
and I
little
know
bit of
we're about an
history.
hour. I'm just loving this conversation.
Yeah,
This
it's
has been a
great. It's
great,
great.
great conversation for sure.
I'll do
Tony,
you a
run your
history.
hand in
I'll
front of
do-
your camera.
I'll tell you what, I've got
Don't listen to
history.
Dragon X. That's not true.
Bloody hell! I've got history.
There we go, it's
There's a lot of ancients in today's history, which would be interesting, and I'll probably muller everything that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right.
Uh-oh.
Just be.
Oh,
just
this is where Nate just we
Yeah.
got to keep it up. Maybe I'll put
Yeah, he raises his eyebrows. Yeah.
no, not me.
No.
Here we go. We're gonna put Nate up here,
So we
and
can
we
raise
can watch his
eyebrows.
face.
Yeah, at my pronunciations of things.
Okay, here we go. I'm ready.
Here we go then. Here we go. 477 BC, the Battle of Crimea.
Say it right.
Is that right? It's silent there. As part of the Roman Etruscan Wars, the Wall of now. There's different ways to say this part of Etruscan. Veii ambushes and defeats the Roman army.
Vai.
Well, I saw that one as well, but
Wait,
the one I
wait.
saw
Hey.
was VEI. Anyway, that's fine.
Vai.
It's
Three,
a dead
eight-
language.
Yeah, 387 BC.
Not in my heart.
Bless your heart. Anyway, 387 BC, the Roman Gaulish Wars, the Battle of Alia. A Roman army is defeated by raiding Gauls, leading to the subsequent sacking of Rome.
By Brennus.
Yes. And then we move forward to 362 AD, Roman Persian Wars. Emperor Julian arrives at Antioch with a Roman expeditionary force of about 60,000 men and stays there for 9 months to launch a campaign against the Persian Empire.
What year?
362
Okay. Julian the
AD.
Apostate.
AD, yeah. 452, the sack of Aquileia.
Aquileia.
All right, easy.
Princess Aquileia, Star Wars.
Oh, I should have known that, shouldn't I? I should have known that. Yes.
And this has to do with the guy that I'm writing a dissertation on. So I should
Yeah.
know how this is pronounced.
Well, I didn't say I'm going to pronounce it correct, so that's why you're.
I'm only messing with you.
I know.
I keep
I've got-
these here
I've got-
just for these conversations.
Yeah, and I got one vowel. I got one vowel wrong. Anyway,
Oh, man.
the where are we going? Oh yes, Aquileia.
Mm-hmm.
After an earlier defeat on the Catalaunian plains, Attila lays siege to the metropolis of Aquileia and eventually destroys it. And then we move past into 1389.
Well, wait. I
Oh,
should
no. What?
I should mention that in 452, when Aquileia was sacked and destroyed, the population went out into the lagoon and founded Venice.
Bit wet. Anyway, right. I've been there. It's very nice.
Me too. I've been there.
Yeah. 1389, France and Britain agreed to the truce.
Oh,
of-
gosh. Dave.
What?
Dave says Ruff needs to get my dissertation and pronounce all the words wrong.
No, I would. What I'll do is when your dissertation is published and you put it on some sort of YouTubey thing or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I will do another one and pronounce it as old Ruff does, just to wind you up.
Nate's
yeah?
gonna get Ruff to do the audiobook version of.
That's right.
I'm buying that.
Yeah.
Yes, Dragon X, the world is backwards when an American is telling a Brit how to pronounce something.
Some ancient dead language. Yes, I know. Right.
Anyway, Ruff, go ahead.
Anyway,
I'm
I was
sorry.
saying 1389, France and Britain agreed to the truce of Langan. It all inaugurated a 13-year peace, the longest period of sustained peace during the 100 Years' War.
I watched
And
the
then this
YouTube thing on that today.
Yeah, it's crazy. 1863. Here we go. American Civil War.
Yeah, well, it's
Second
after Gettysburg, so
Huh?
it's after Gettysburg.
I know, but it's the Second Battle of Fort Wagner, one of the first formal African American military units, the 54th Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry, supported by several white regiments, attempt an unsuccessful assault on Confederate-held Battery Wagner, which is what I think the Confederates called it. The Union called it Fort Wagner. And then we move forward to 1920, the unveiling of the cenotaph here in London, in Whitehall, to commemorate the war dead.
If you want it, by the way, real quick, for the Fort Wagner, that thing, if you want to watch a movie on it, the movie Glory.
Fantastic film.
Yeah,
fantastic film. Yeah, love it. So the cenotaph was unveiled today in 1920 in Whitehall, London, to commemorate the war dead. It was designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens and takes its name from the Greek words kinos and taphos, meaning empty tomb. And in 1942, the Germans test fly the Messerschmitt Me-262 using its jet engines for the first time. The first flight on the same day in 1941, I don't know if you know that, was with a piston engine. But here we are. Let me get this up for you so I can Dewberry was naming and you. Well, we're going to get demonetized for this because it's got a certain thing on it. Hold on, it's
we're fine. We're okay. Everybody, get your microscopes out.
No, look at that.
It's a great aircraft.
It looks fantastic. It's the German name for it was the Schwallen, was a swallow.
And they wondered why we wanted all their freaking engineers.
Yeah, scientists.
Yes. But weirdly, as I say, sort of in 41, the same day, they had a piston engine at the front. So they went, no, that's not going to work. We're going to have to invent something else. It was today. Wow. And lastly, 2009, Henry Allingham, the world's oldest man and one of the last surviving World War I servicemen, died aged 113.
Wow.
There we
are. Let me ask you a question there, Mr. Ruff.
Well, go on then.
Why did you skip over the Ballot Act as passed in Great Britain in 1872?
Because it wasn't, because I did. All right.
How about the start of the Spanish Civil War in 1936? Google's such a great tool.
Today?
It says July 18th.
Oh, well, it didn't come up in my research.
Oh, it's that English Google. I'm sorry.
Yes.
He was doing it while he was typing in while he was in Spain. They didn't want anybody to know about that.
It's blocked over there.
Yeah, it's blocked.
Those were great little tidbits, Mr. Swordsman.
Yeah, great. And if I could say it on here, and I would, but I can't. But the second word is off anyway. Over to you.
Now, I will say, I saw yesterday. Speaking of, you were mentioning about the 100 Years' War. There is an upcoming movie actually coming out, I believe, in September about the peasant revolt in 1396.
Oh, there's a film coming out, isn't there?
Yeah, Richard II. It's called The Uprising with Andrew Garfield.
I wasn't sure because it says it's based on a true event, but it's actually based on the Wat Tyler incident.
It is, yeah. I mean, Andrew Garfield plays Wat Tyler.
It looks really good.
Yeah, the trailer looked really good, so I'll definitely be seeing it. So that's
thanks, Dragon. Thanks, mate.
But okay, so with Civil War games. So, Hexy, what? I know you play. Obviously, you play a lot of Civil War. But which game in particular do you find yourself coming back to over and over again?
Oh well, I mean, for years it was obviously Terrible Swift Sword because I would go to Gettysburg twice a year, and the first thing I do when I get home, I can be wore out, plumb tired, and I'm getting it out and setting it up.
Yeah. The
but
SPI
if you
version
told
or
me
the
today,
TSR version?
if you said, "Hey, Hexy, go to your shelf right now and without thinking, pick an ACW game you want to play something out of," I'm going to go to the Shenandoah box, the Death Valley box, from
Oh,
ACW,
yeah.
because there's so much in it. There's
Very
just so many
cool.
different things to pull out.
Plus
But again,
plus the expansion too. Like seriously,
Yeah.
like that's a
Yeah.
good. Now
Look-
we get all the simple. We get the simple.
That's
Yeah.
what got me interested in ACW. Is when the GMT sale was on, and I picked this up for about $5 or whatever.
I just can't think of a better box of games out there with so much in it.
Yeah.
For that game sold for $58. I think the expansion was 20 or 22. God, there must be 25 battles between those two.
I think it's costing more than that, but I picked it up in their sale for about $30.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I'll have a go. I'll have a punt. And I got the expansion as well. So
And then you and Tweez actually played it, and he tweezed you a couple times, of course.
Yes, but he does that. That's what he blues me, as we say, every time by telling me rules after I needed to know them.
Great game,
I
Nord.
will say, I mean, so for me personally, I never was interested in GBACW because of the rules, rule
deep.
complexity.
Yep.
And it's a deep game, and like the Civil War personally, obviously I find it really interesting, but it's not something that I am just super passionate about and want to dive into and spend all the time.
And you live in the valley, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, just outside the valley, yeah. But when I saw the simple rules, I have to say that when there's several games I want to get through, but I may come back to get GBACW because of the simple rules, especially now that you can play the whole lot of games with those rules. Just is amazing. I mean, what great job they did.
Yeah,
on
once
that.
they bring them all out for all the games I've got and the new ones coming out,
right?
Then who knows? We'll have to get together and play some.
Well, okay. So, all right. Well, first off, 4 years ago, Dick Whitaker told me, at Gettysburg, as a matter of fact, he said, I told him, I said, don't ruin this system with some tiddly ass simple rules.
Mm-hmm.
And he made it clear to me. He said, well, I got news for you. I think that the gaming world in this environment is going to change.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about in reference to the simple rules. Okay. So I preached, just like Stigler. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people out there that are not going to touch them.
Yep.
But then when I started to mess with them, when we got them initially to start evaluating them, I was like, oh my God, Nathan has done a wonderful job with scaling down and getting the potentially same outcomes.
Yep.
It's still making it a great game. I think you're quite right. The way things are changing, and that's the way people are changing. They may not want this ultra crunchy thing. And if they can play the game that they've heard about with these, I think simple, it does it a disservice, I think, calling them simple.
Yeah, I agree.
GBH, you know what I mean? But calling them simple may get more people playing it. And then they either keep with those simple rules and enjoy all the, like you say, Death Valley's got a huge amount of stuff in it. And then if they want to upgrade and plop in, I don't know if you can plop in rules once you've learned the GBOH simple. No, you've got to go from one to the other.
One or the other, really.
There's
options rules.
But the translation is not going to be hard.
It's going to be that rather than that. Yeah, I would think.
Well,
is that right?
McMurray and Todd, they referred to it as GBACW for dummies.
No, he wants solo.
I love that.
Stigler wants solo GBACW burned on the stake. Yeah.
Well, the game is solo. I mean,
I know, but it's a solo. Solo.
Well, I'll put it this way, Nord, or Ruff. Think of it this way.
Like this.
And this is going to be my policy going ahead. Let's take Longstreet's attack, Tony, from the 3-dog box.
Yeah.
I'm probably more apt to play that with the full rules to get the crunch
Mhm.
But I don't want to have Gettysburg, the whole battle 3 days set up on my table for 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
So
never
that's
get to it.
that's exactly what I was going to say. I think smaller scenarios. Honestly, probably anything in the Death Valley box, anything in the Swords and Bayonets by Swords and Bayonets, I bet would use full rules, or any of the smaller scenarios full rules.
But somebody that's not done them would use the simple to get into it, and then
Yeah.
they're going to play it
Well,
again and
what I'm
maybe
saying
go,
is
I'm going to read the full rules now. I'm going to get the full experience.
What I'm saying is that the full rules is too much for a large campaign.
Right.
Yeah.
So like you said, Hexy, the full Gettysburg, I'd play that simple.
Yeah.
But now individual scenarios where you're only taking pieces of it, I would do the full rules, because that would be it's more controlled.
But what I'm trying to say is, if you're not familiar with the full rules, and
Oh yeah,
then play the small ones with the simple. Get into the system. Get into
Get
the
a feel
system.
to see if you like it. If you like, because I'm telling you, I don't care what people say, because I've been messing with this thing now for almost a year. The simple GBACW rules do translate to the full.
Yeah.
They're not changing the terminology. They're just simplifying the processes.
Yep.
And I get people are asking me all the time. I need to shoot. I do. I've been slacking. I need to shoot some videos covering the command and the movement and the combat in the simple, because it is just you're going to get. I think one of the things I always say is I have better luck on July 1st with Heath playing simple. I have more realistic, put it this way, results with Heath on the first day at Gettysburg playing simple than I do playing full.
I like it should be GBACW light. I like that better than simple.
Yeah, that's better than simple. Simple makes it like people are going to go, oh no, it's
Yeah. Now I will say, I posted back in June. I posted on the Command Post Facebook page or Facebook group. So if you're not part of it,
by the way, we've got
join.
lots of new people here. If you haven't subscribed to our Facebook page, okay, if you don't use Facebook, just go in it for that. Leave the link. Who's going to?
Yeah, go ahead, Ruff. But I posted that one of the battles that I would love to see. I would certainly jump into GBACW if it was ever came up. And Camp Star actually commented on it. Was I would love to see the Battle of Lynchburg, because I find that battle so fascinating. As you know, the Union General David Hunter is coming down the valley. He burns Staunton, burns VMI to the ground. And comes over the Blue Ridge Mountains, and Grant wants him to take Lynchburg even for just one day, because all the railroads come through there. And two future presidents fought in that battle. And but I love the legend around the battle is that Jubal Early had secretly put the trains coming in and out of the town, backing them out and bringing them in, and everyone would cheer. And the Union were tricked into thinking he was bringing reinforcements and never actually really assaulted, and ended up retreating. And because of the win at Lynchburg, that's why Jubal Early could take his forces going back up the Shenandoah, and you get the Battle of Monocacy.
You said it. You just said it. I'm getting tired of people telling me that down the valley is north.
No, it's up the valley.
That's the way I see it. That's up. But you know what? That's the starting point for Jubal Early in the 1864 Valley campaign. And you see what that did. That got him with a minimal size force almost in the face of D.C., Baltimore. So
that's right. That's right. I would love to see that battle represented, because it's more important, I think, than people realize, because Lynchburg held so much of the railroads and a lot of an intersection. I mean, shoot, even Lee, when he was trying to escape from Petersburg and Richmond, he was heading towards Lynchburg. Before he got cut off.
Oh, we're not talking about Jack Daniels country. We're talking about Lynchburg, Virginia, not Tennessee.
Yeah. Correct.
Because I could see why a battle would happen over Lynchburg, Tennessee. Like, that makes sense. But no, I'm just kidding.
They, there's I know this. There's probably at least another good. Some of them are already up on pre-order now. There's another good 4 or 5 boxes coming out for GBACW.
That's cool.
You're going to have some of the stuff out west. You're going to have Atlanta. is coming.
Mm.
That one will be a little while. I know that Dead of Winter or Chickamauga is being reworked.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Tour Guide Phil's the one I think working on that. You've got Antietam, the remake of
Red Badge of Courage.
No, that one was in the talks because they're trying to figure out how to incorporate the maps to include Longstreet's attack before the actual battle over near Blackburn's Ford. But if they tried to do the map to cover the whole area, it would be way too much. So they're talking about doing a cutout just for that. So that one eventually will get done too. But
Battle for the Ozarks. We got the Ozarks. That's one.
Clinton Ray. He brought that stuff out to Harper's Ferry a couple months back. And that one's already on pre-order too, which I need to do that. I'm glad you said that. But they've got so much stuff coming out. Of course, we know Herman's got Antietam coming out.
Yep.
Which I know that he's been pushing that one as fast as he can because it's going to be a very, very good game. So
yeah, I think one of the obviously I don't have any of the GBACW games, but if I had to guess, I think one of the reasons why we're seeing certainly an upsurge, an increase in popularity for that series is one, the rules are, the light rules, the simple rules, but also each of those boxes has small maps where you don't have to play the whole battle. You can play small scenarios, and there's like a gradated way of learning and playing into the whole battle, which I love that. That's one of the reasons why I like Most Fearful Sacrifice, where Herman had all of those different scenarios that you could play. And if you want to play the whole battle, you can.
Yeah.
But GBACW is doing it as well. And I love just you just pull out, here's the map card to play.
Can you name
Stig's box game is all
that's
small
right. Yeah.
stuff. I'm looking forward to the simple rules for that because I can get a map out on my table and move some bits about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I got news for you. When you start playing simple rules, after you've played about 3 turns, just understanding the way the rules are set up, you're going to start blowing through that game. Now, I found that with that system that I have not had to look in the rule book as much. But when you get that little weird thing that happens in the battle, then you go look. And I'm going to say it again. I said it earlier. If the rule's not in there, don't overthink it.
Yep.
It's like line of sight. I don't get why people struggle so damn hard with line of sight when they're granted, you're talking an ex-scout. That was my forte, was maps, okay? I don't have a problem looking at the map saying, I got woods right there and I'm sitting on this ridge, or maybe I'm behind. I don't get it. I don't have issues with line of sight, but I can understand why some people would, not understanding the topography they're looking at. But like I say, the simple rules, here's my question for you. And let's just talk game boxes. Can you name a game box ever that had so much stuff packed into it? And the initial sell price, I want to say it was $58, $57, $58. The initial. When in history did we have a box that had so much stuff in it at such a great price?
Yeah, it's $89. I mean, it's out of stock, but at full price is $89.
$89. It was $89, not $50.
Yeah.
But pre-order was around that 57 mark.
I think it was, and the sale price was even less than that. That's why I picked it up. Do you remember, Tony, all those?
Yes.
Well,
I took all the white boxes from him. I bought all the white boxes.
Yeah, you bought the white box for me, you bugger. So it's. I like games with lots of stuff in it because Thunderbolt seems to be Gettysburg, and the GBOH stuff. Some of that is that's going to keep you going.
And Three Dog, they incorporated East Cavalry Field into it.
Yep.
They incorporated the 4-map battle of Gettysburg. With East Cavalry Field stuff's gonna be out, but there are other.
I'm never going to play those because unless I put it on the floor, I'm never going to play.
No,
those.
and rough. I'm past that too. Like I say, if I'm going to do that, it's going to be on Vassal.
Yeah, or at a convention if you want to go and play it with some other dudes and enjoy it. But I like games that are big, but they've got lots of little.
Here's
stuff
the thing about the large battles, because I actually played a good chunk of this version of the 3 Days of Gettysburg. I played a good chunk of it with a buddy of mine. We spent like a year and a half playing it.
That's the
Wow.
old version, GMT version, is it?
Yeah,
That's
mhm,
3,
yeah.
isn't it? That's number
Yeah, it's
3.
3.
That's not
Yeah,
the
it's
original.
it's the edition before this one, the most recent before the deluxe version. It was playing the whole battle. It was totally different by the time. Like after about 3 turns, it was totally different. Like I had Buford farther north, protecting a ridge farther north than
Right.
what he originally was. My fishhook was more like a J, and I lost Cemetery Ridge, and I lost Culp's Hill. I was like,
It's
son of a-
yeah.
If only we were the commanders on the day, eh? It would have been a
Yeah.
different thing.
So I mean, we made it through, I think, the morning of day 2, and I was just like, yeah, this is going weird. But what I liked it was playing the individual battles, because that's when you get a large battle like Gettysburg, it's those individual small conflicts that I think make the full battle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know, it's Little Round Top, it's the Peach Orchard. So you know, it's those that you can do. So I really like that. And I mean, so there's 11 simple scenarios in the box, 15, well, and that includes the full set for the simple. That
Yeah.
includes the full the battle.
So you've got the simple scenarios, and then when you've got through them, you can actually try the real things, which are different again. Yeah.
Yep.
Good
Mhm.
grief! Right.
I'll tell you
There's
that
so much in that box.
that simple rules kit that's coming out, that's worth every penny if you own any, even if you only own one GBACW game, like that Death Valley box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That simple rules kit is going to be a bless. Look, I'm all on board with what Dick said, that this is probably going to change, you know, the way people approach. And I get it, I understand it completely. These simple rules will be. I think this is going to bring, you know, Gettysburg's the first touch, okay, and a lot of people are going to buy that just because it says Gettysburg.
Mhm.
All right,
And never open it.
yeah, and probably never open it. I agree 100%. But I think that if you own the Death Valley box or any of the older games, this simple kit is going to be amazing. It's not going to cover all of them, but like I say, anything going ahead. And I'm just going to say, look, guys, if you've got the simple rules, give it a shot. Give it a shot. You know, who was it? Is it? I saw Kev's recent thing about reviews, and he's very, very correct. I can't say that I'm a reviewer of systems.
No, I'm not. No.
Because I don't play scenarios over and over again to give you the good. You're going to get a review of my gameplay, and then when there's oddball rules in it, hopefully I can talk about those strange rules that to be caught. But I think he's right. I am truly not a system reviewer.
No, I play games. I do a playthrough, and then it's you see what it is, and warts and all, whether or not you like the game.
Yeah,
that's what I do. I don't review because I can't play. I can't do an honest review if I played the game once or twice.
Yeah, and what did who was it? I think it was Herman Lutman was the first person I heard say that. When you set up a game, because I've always preached, give me the game, give me the units, give me the setup, tell me the victory conditions, and then leave me the hell alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Herman was the first one. I know many people have probably said it, but Herman Lutman said it. The first counter you pick up and move, you just changed. You know,
You just changed history.
Yeah, you've changed history. Yeah.
Yep. Every time you play, it's an alternate world.
Yep. Try simple rules GBACW, guys. Don't if you're not if you like the crunch and you want to dive in on the crunch, go ahead. But if you're not sure whether you can handle a crunchy game, don't chuck your GBACW, especially if you just picked up the new 3-dog. Get it out. Give one of those tiny scenarios a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play the first day with Buford and Heath because it's so exciting. Play one of those other 2 simple ones. See if you like the approach of the system.
That's good advice, Hexy. Good advice.
Yep.
And
Oh, by the way, my birthday is Monday, July 20th. So
Oh, mine's the 28th.
so
Mine's
I'll
Yeah.
be 29
Birthday.
again.
yep. I did the launch day and it was ungodly hot, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? I actually feel like I'm 48, almost 50. I'll be 49 on
Oh,
Monday.
you whippersnapper.
I know, but I felt like it today.
Then
felt
there's
like
me
it.
in my 30s.
Yeah,
No, shut up.
Shut up. Kitty Winky. The Kitty Winky over here. No.
Hey, I'm closer to having more time to play my games than he is, so I'll take that. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
going to be 29 for the 35th time.
I hear you. I hear you, Hexy. I hear you. I think
Oh, that's funny.
Nordics asked what's my next playthrough. If I can get it up to speed, it may be, I'm sorry to say, Fields of Fire. Have you played that, Hexy? Fields of Fire?
Now,
Looks like-
okay, so I've watched all you guys with the one that I bought that I sent away was Last 100 Yards. Okay.
right.
I've not touched Fields of Fire. I've not touched Combat Commander.
Oh,
Is it Combat Commander or is it
combat
Combat?
exclamation mark. Yes.
Yeah, they don't. Okay, first off, the Band of Brothers I like. Okay,
Mhm.
and ASL Starter Kit I like. I don't need.
Well, that's no. You need how many tactical games do you need?
I
Need
know
just
I know.
one more. Yeah.
But I need 75 Gettysburg games. I don't need more
That's
than 2 or 3.
weird.
tactical.
That's great that you're so sort of
Never-
passionate about that.
Haven't played them yet. I have 2 of the 3. Don't know. Couldn't answer that.
I will live those games through you guys playing them. You know, I'm not gonna. It's not.
Well,
Granted, I might be missing. Mike said it right.
you
It's
what,
probably
that-
easier for me to tell you the games I like compared to the
That's-
games I can't stand. So
That's a great thing you said there, and that's how I do. I live through other people's playthroughs, even if it's a game I'm never going to get. I live.
you don't
through
know
that.
how many times Todd and I get on in the evening. Well, not as much lately, but we used to, and we did it the other night. But Todd's always got something sitting beside his table, and he only plays a few turns here and there sometimes of these things. But
Yep.
I get to watch a lot of just abstract games being played just on Facebook chat with Todd, watching him
Yeah.
with the camera down.
Well,
on it.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. I mean, there's
Well,
games
gentlemen-
I watch, I'll never play, but I enjoy watching them. You know, so
This
Yeah.
might be. I think we're going on the longest Command Post episode. We are well over 2 hours,
that was only
No.
2 minutes past. Get out of here.
almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to that one day. I got burnt out on it, Gary.
Oh.
It's a great game, and I played it. I was going to video it, and then life happens, and I thought, no, we're going to put that away. But yeah, great game. It is a great game.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so we're gonna finish up here. So, Hexy, this was great. I was,
Yes, thank you,
know,
Hexy.
I'm glad you reached out to Ruff. You were more.
Yeah,
whenever we hit
though it was
ACW, you're more than
it was
welcome
a
on.
real simpering sort of message he sent me.
I had to
saying,
send him
"Oh,
fucking money.
oh,
Oh, sorry.
oh, yeah, ACW, can I come on, please? And I felt sorry
Don't make
for
me
him. I
open my
felt-
screen.
He's like Oliver. He's like Oliver from the Charles Dickens thing.
Oh,
Please,
my
can
God.
I have some
Yeah.
more?
No, seriously, that was big. He just said, "Oh, ACW, can I come on?" And we're yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
If there's anybody that when we say ACW that I would love, I will have on Hexy. You're right on the list right there.
there's
You're-
Hexy
always
and Camp. Those are the two.
You got some people in chat there that I get emails and messages from that are so knowledgeable. I mean, what I
Yeah.
don't have that they have is I don't have a lot of the historical background. The little David Murray's just a wealth of little tidbits about that stuff. And there's a bunch of the guys in chat there. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have all that. I mean, I can tell you, hey, in 1861, Bull Run happened in July, and 1862 in August it happened again. I can tell you that stuff. I can tell you the outcome.
Mhm.
There's, it's like reenactors. Nord was a reenactor. A lot of guys are. I don't care for that crap. I really don't. It's not my thing. I stay away from the reenactment stuff at Gettysburg. I don't want to see any of that.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that will get in his car. I will drive an hour and 15 minutes up to Gettysburg, go stand out on Oak Hill or go stand out on McPherson's Ridge for an hour and a half, look around and drive home. That's I want to know the battle. I want to know. I'm not real particular about what low level, sergeant that had a squad or whatever. I'm not going to study that. I want to know, why did we maneuver here? Why did we attack here? What was the plan of attack? What was the result? That's what I want to know.
Well, but see, I thought you're doing research for. I thought you were going to design ASL Civil War.
Oh, yeah, it's on my notepad over here.
I'll tell you what, Hexy. If I live close enough to Gettysburg, I'd probably be on Little Round Top like just about every night.
That Little Round Top and Devil's Den is the joint for everybody. And I to me, the biggest reason why Little Round Top is such a good spot is because you can see a majority of the battlefield from there.
Yep.
But there's a couple other locations that you can really, you know.
We didn't get up to Long Street Observation Tower. I would have loved to climbed up there.
Yeah, I don't do the towers anymore. Those are out of the question. Other than the one over on Oak Hill, the one right below Oak Hill, I'll go with that one.
Oh, the one in Antietam's nice.
Yeah, well, McMurray drugged me up there and almost had to give me mouth to mouth.
I was going to say, keep going, you fool. Keep going.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Yeah,
all right.
Round Top, Devil's Den, great places.
Yeah.
Before we do that, there's a couple of people saying, "Oh, about Fields of Fire, a bit scary." Don't be scared. The deluxe version is fantastic. Work through the sort of tutorial things. You'll get it. And if you don't play it right and you're having fun, that's the point.
Dragon X.
Play the game.
If you have it, by the way, that's $55 for pre-order. It's $80 for that.
Yeah, P500. I know it sounds a lot, but if it gets you into the game, that's what
that covers South Mountain and the Twin games. It covers all of the Shenandoahs.
Into the Woods, doesn't it?
Yep, into the woods, and then bayonets and tomahawks. There's so much content in this; it's not funny.
I mean, plus you can just download it for free and print it at Staples or whatever.
Yeah, well, but and Stig's game as well. I think it covers.
Yes, there's 4 games, and if you have deluxe, you have the counters. If you bought,
here's another thing too to keep in mind. If you want to, and I'm going to recommend this. A lot of people may not like this because most of these people are veterans, but if you're still kind of fairly new to this, what you can do. Ignore all the special rules. If you're just trying to learn the system, ignore the special rules, learn how to play. Set up a scenario, play it off what the core rules say, and just look at the victory conditions. And just leave all the special rules out the door until you get a feel for how the system goes.
Good advice. Yeah. Because nobody will know if you're playing it on your own.
Yeah, we say it all the time. I don't care if I'm playing it wrong. Camp and I are very big on that. We played 2 or 3 nights and we got a rule that we weren't playing. We catch it. Maybe we still don't remember it the next time, but somewhere along the line, you're going to remember it and it'll be right there to be built in.
Yeah. But before that, did you have fun?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's right.
All right. We're
Build the fire. Go for it.
Yep. I'm starting to waste away because I'm getting hungry here because it's
dinner buddy.
Yeah. So, Hexy, great. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, guys.
Nate, Ruff, it's always good. It's always good to have us. I love getting along with this.
I mean, I had a bit of a back seat here, and it's no problem because these, everybody, and it's great fun, and I was chipping in. And thanks so much, 70-odd people watching. Good grief.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's all good. So if you guys love it, probably not next week. I have a wedding too, but probably in 2 weeks, I'll send you guys an email. Hopefully we'll get back to more of a somewhat regular. Mainly I don't have to go anywhere. So, but I really do enjoy having time. Hexy, thank you so much. Ruff.
Yeah. And before we go, make sure if you haven't subscribed to everybody, subscribe and push that like button, whatever channel you're watching. Yeah. Because it does help.
Okay. And mine was in the 44th New York, so my great-great-grandfather.
That's
cool. Play games. Play your games.
Yeah, play games. Roll dice. And I'm going to take one from Kev. Roll dice, guys.
Roll dice.
Yeah, and I'm saying we love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.